Hello. Thank you for selecting Workflow as one of the new features in your Kroll software system. You have selected Workflow option number 1. We will begin by talking about the queues in this option. We will also talk about the hardware that's required to complete each step. Let's begin. The first step in this workflow is data entry. Data entry is a queue that will populate prescriptions from an IVR system, anything filled through a refill reminder or autofill flag. Also prescriptions that come through the F11 drop-off tab right here. Once the prescriptions have been processed, they will go through the adjudication step. After adjudication, your vial label will print out. For this step, you will need a thermal vial printer. Once the vial label has printed, the prescription will then move on to packaging. At packaging, you are required to have a barcode scanner in order to be able to scan the barcode on the back of the stock bottle. Once that step is complete, the prescription will move on to pharmacist verification. At pharmacist verification, you are required to have a signature tablet and a general purpose printer to print out your receipts, privacy label, wallet card, and delivery label. Please note that Kroll Care will still print out on a laser printer. Let's fill a prescription and see these cues in action. For those of us that have used Kroll before, you'll notice that the data entry part stays the same. Once we have entered all of the required information and have entered a script image, we can then move on to the next steps. Once I have entered all the information I need in order to complete my prescription, I will then press the F12 key to continue on. Once I press this key, I will then be prompted for any interactions, any duplicate therapy on this prescription. Once that step is complete, the prescription will go through an adjudication process. Once the adjudication is complete, the prescription then moves on to packaging. The packaging screen will then populate the following information for the user. You will have a full description of the medication, including strength, DIN, schedule, description. You will also have an image of the medication that's being dispensed. You will have a total package quantity and also snap cap and double count flags enabled should it apply to the patient. Once you're ready to package the prescription, you will scan your UPC. Once you have done that, the system will then allow you to enter your expiry and lot number. Once you have entered this information, you can go ahead and click package. For drugs that require double count, you will be prompted to re-log into Kroll with your username and password to complete the step. Once you have completed this step, the prescription then moves on to pharmacist verification. In pharmacist verification, you will see the following information. You will see information about the patient, the drug, the doctor. Towards the middle, it will display any interactions that may have come up during the filling process of the script. Under RX messages, it will display information such as double counted and the user that did that step. It will let the pharmacist know whether they're checking a new script, an unfill, a refill, or an O. It will let the pharmacist know that the patient is a SNAPCAP patient. Towards the bottom, you will see a list of all the medications that this patient had taken in the past. Should the pharmacist want to focus on this particular medication or medication within the same therapeutic class, they would click on the Therapeutic Equivalence tab on the side panel here, which will then list the items below. Once the pharmacist has verified this step, they will click Next. Next, they will see a screen that populates the scanned and script image and also what was entered in Kroll. Should the pharmacist find any mistakes here, they can either reject the prescription and send it back up to the next queue or the queue that would be able to resolve this issue with their notes entered here. Or they can simply cancel and rebuild from the screen they're on. When we click Next, we're then taken to the financial screen. This is a screen that will display the information for the pharmacist based on each drug plan. It will show the pharmacist what was submitted and what was paid for by each third-party plan. Please note, these tabs are optional. You can have these as a forced hard stop, or you can have them as a free form step where the pharmacist can look at these options if they want to. Once the prescription is ready, we'll click Approve. We will then be prompted on the signature tablet to sign off on the prescription. Once we have signed off, we will get the remaining labels that are required to bag the prescription. Please note, workflow is customizable and can be set up in various different ways. We can set up workflow based on refills, new prescriptions, mixtures, methadone, robotic prescriptions, batch filling. Once you have done your workflow demo with us, we will be able to go through the more in-depth steps on how we will be building your workflow file. Thank you very much and have a great day.